we were invited down, and we arrived to the gate, and personally I was terrified. So much so, nearly thought it was cancelled the night before, the morning, you know. And we drove in the gate, and I've loads, hundreds of memories of Barretstown, but like one of my strongest memories was how scared I was. And I drove through the gate. I'll never forget it. The flags and the people, and I think we probably cried then even as we drove in, because we didn't even know these people. But there was an energy that when we even drove up the driveway, and immediately the kids, they hadn't even spoken to anybody yet. Everybody was at the gate, and they were shouting and screaming and calling our names.
I know. I remember the flags coming up.
The flags, and it was just the welcome. We weren't expecting. I mean, we knew it was all about fun. We knew what it was supposed to, but we didn't actually. And the minute we went through the gates, the flags, the people, and
they're all standing there at the red door.
And you're so nervous, and you're so nervous, and they just literally, it was like a big blanket. They just kind of minded you, and just from the second we arrived, it was just fantastic, and yet really, really comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not comfortable. You're so not comfortable with people or groups,
and we didn't know what to expect, I suppose.
You're not, well, personally, I'm not, and you're just not good with people.
They had us that hello.
Yes,
like
that's
the only way to describe it. You really want to just get involved. You want to get stuck in. The teenagers want to get stuck in, and the teenagers are hilarious because they're coming. They're coming around at the beginning.
By the end of the
and
day,
then by the end of it, they're just kind of mates, and they're in the music room, and they're in the band, and they're doing the band, and they're all half of them can't play a thing, but they're banging a drum or they're singing, and then two of them can do a guitar, and one of them can play a piano. They just all get it together. Out on the high ropes, there's the climbing pole, and you get these steel bars, and you have to put one bar in and get the other bar out here and put it up, and it's really hard. Now you're on a harness in case you fall. But I remember I was near the top, and at the top then there's so the pole is about this big, and then you got the top kind of platform. So you have to get yourself around and climb up onto the top of it. And I remember thinking my legs are like jelly at this stage because it's high up, and I wasn't, not as fit as I used to be. And I went, oh God, I'm going to give it a go. And then the guys are downstairs or down below. They never push you. But they encourage you, come on, you're nearly there. And if you don't want to, you'll come down, and you've still made an achievement. But I just went, okay, I'm gonna do it for Adam. So and I had the fear, because I didn't think this cable was on me, and I had the fear of going up. And I got up to the top of this thing, I don't know, it was about 50 feet or 70 feet or whatever it was. And I got up to the top of it, and I just burst into tears. And I went, Adam, that was for you. Now, you never do that on a normal day. Barretstown just makes you achieve things that you never get the opportunity. And from a simple little drawing of a picture to a physical exertion and exhilaration of, I did that. And I sat up there, and there was no rush. Take as long as you like. And I just... I was on top of it. Or you don't do it. No, but it's different for everybody. Everybody gets a different thing. But how are we going to Barretstown? That's the camp for sick children. And then Peter was on. That's when we were talking to him. What is it? What's it all about? But like, Adam's not here, and it's a bereavement camp. Oh yeah, well, we were at a thing a while ago, and we just thought everybody was all really negative, and we weren't too happy about. I said, I'm never going back. I got a lot out of it, that I'm not ending up like that, and I'm never going back. So I was very apprehensive about coming down, and then when you come down and you see what goes on, it was...
But that was where we heard about Barretstown anyway, was through somebody. The minute you speak to somebody like that, you feel their pain, and you see it in their eyes, and it brings you straight back. And you say, you just say, what I said already before was when I went through the gate and I was so terrified, and when I came in, that you're in a safe place, and that, it's okay to be scared. But if you come here as a family and you come through the gates, you're in a safe place. It is like a home, and you're with other people that are the same as you, and it just does things for families that'll make them feel secure and safe. and predominantly happy, and it'll make them smile again, or at least give you some hope or something that you can.
You see other people who
you feel that you feel that there's hope, but when you're here, because everybody else is the same, you kind of just do it together. I suppose that's what I'd say to people if they wanted to come, that it's okay to be scared, that it's okay to be terrified, but it's worth coming, because it will change you and it'll help you. It doesn't change what's happened, but it'll absolutely guide you in the right direction. We all cry and we're all miserable all the time, and we all have that horribleness in the gut of our stomach and so on, but it's okay to laugh, it's okay to have fun, it's okay. So I think.
Yeah, it's okay to laugh, because that was, you never feel bad about laughing or feel guilty about it, because there is a program. There's a lot of fun and games and crack, but there is the program here.
Your kids wouldn't want you like that, I know.
Of the counselling program as well, and it's not intrusive. It's very, it's more reading a passage, and it's music, and what it does is.
Oh, you take it or leave it. You don't have to.
You take it or leave it. I think one of the unfortunate things about Barretstown is that not everybody is able to avail of it. That's the biggest problem for me, because there's only a certain amount of funding. The love that was there's a message there to tell your kids you love them every day, because if you don't, you can't say it after they're gone. So we're lucky. So that's.
I didn't bring any tissues.
See, we're in Barretstown, so we're laughing and crying at the same time. You always got to laugh in Barretstown, but anyway.